I'm going to do both and pray that it doesn't shut off because I'm doing too many things. Okay, so as we do this, I want you to note, let me move this over there. Okay. So as we do this, I want you to understand that you can't break or hurt anything. Make some mistakes so you can become proficient. I'm a guy that set up autoresponders. I'm going to give you an autoresponder story and then we'll dive in. I was preparing in 2007 or 8 to fly to Chicago. I had a large event going on. And I had my autoresponder system broken down into different states. I had all my subscribers that are from Maryland. And I was sending them email messages from Chicago. I didn't pay attention and I messed up. So when I get to Chicago, I have a hotel waiting that cost me like $2,500. And I get there and no one's there. I don't know why no one's there. I'm confused. I've been emailing. They've been excited, telling me they're excited about me coming. And I was emailing the wrong group. I made mistakes. I didn't break anything, but it made me a proficient. It made me want to try harder next time. But eventually I made phone calls and had 3 people show up. But I learned the hard way. So what you have to do is be willing to make some mistakes so you can be proficient. I'm able to create income at a level in a day where many people work hard to do for a year. Not because I'm good, but because I worked through the learning curve. You can work through the learning curve. And that's what I'm here to encourage you to do. And I hope that's helpful and that makes sense. So let's go out. I want to tell you this. First of all, Alan, did you receive your page from where you submitted your page? Did you import it? Oh, I have no voice from you. I don't know why. I don't think I muted you. Did I? Can you unmute yourself, Alan? If you don't know how, don't worry. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, yes. Go ahead and answer me. Did you set up your page? Uh-oh, it's not working. No worries. If you didn't, all you do is take that code that you were given and you go in and you paste it in and then your page will show. Okay? Okay, good. All right, so, and I believe, Tommy, you were able to get to yours as well.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. All right, good deal. So now I get to focus. Okay, so now let's go ahead out. I'm going to ask I'm going to participate with one of you, somebody I've not dealt with before. And I think I want to use this person, Jason. I never met you. Jason? I want to work with you. I don't know you, but I just randomly saw a name. I want to choose someone's account to do the autoresponder training in, which means I'm going to create the autoresponder stuff in your account. Would that be all right with you? Do I have your permission? You can type in yes, or you can just go ahead. Yes, they are recorded, whoever's asking. Or if not, you can open up your microphone and tell me yes or no, or write it down. And if you're not paying attention, I'll just grab someone else. Okay? Who says this? Jesse Arredondo?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my brother. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Jesse, now, me doing it, I'm going to do it in English and not Spanish because I'm doing a training. Is it okay if I set yours up, and even though it's in English?
Sí, está bien. Yes.
Okay. I see Jason has already answered, so he's here and he said yes. But here's what I'll do, Jesse. For recording's sake, I also want you to pay attention because I may be able to, if I have time to work something in viewers, I'll do that. Give me your username, Jason, so I can get started. And I want you guys to pay close attention. This isn't rocket science and it's not hard. Then, when this is over, I'm going to put in a couple of videos that you can watch on how to set this stuff up and how to create these messages. Okay? So, now while Jason gets me his I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off the one recording because I don't think I'm going to need it. When Jason gets me his username, I wanted to just make sure you understand this. If you communicate like you talk, you're going to be great at this. If you are politically correct and you write for grammar's sake, right, you're not going to be as effective. And I'm going to explain to you why. What's that? I'm sorry? Okay, that's not for me. Okay, so if you write like you talk, you're going to be great. If you write like you're an English teacher, you're going to not be so good. It means you won't sound as genuine. Could you imagine if I was here talking to you and I spoke like I write, like I read? Instead, I speak to you like a human being. Like it doesn't matter if I'm grammatically correct or not. I'm speaking to you from my heart, mi corazón. So if you write like that, you will do very well. So for example, I can write, "Thank you for visiting my website. I hope you can check out my items soon. My name is Tommy. Good luck." I can speak that way. I could say, "Hey, my name is Dwayne Golden. I've got a wife and children. I've been working with this. And you know what? This has been helping us. Maybe it'll be a blessing for you. What do you do for a living?" And if I write that way, maybe I'll get engagement. Thank you, Jason. So now watch what we do. Earn at home. All right. Where the whole world is forced to do that now, brother. Okay. I'm going to go out and I'm going to log into your account, my brother. Oh, you're a big baller too. You're not just playing with the 25. You're going all the way for a thing. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, oh, you already are on the screen there. All right. I'm going to take you out to the screen. Let's go. Let's dance. All right. I knew I messed up yesterday. I deleted something on YouTube in my coding. I thought I was doing a good thing when I was getting your review ready and I messed up. So I'm going to tell you one thing right away, Jason, okay? This will make life easier for you. Where do you have your wallet? Wherever you have it, I'm going to ask you to create one that begins with a 1 or the number 3. Some people who will want to pay you will get backed up a little bit and it may not work. It may be stuck in pending because some wallets won't send to the SegWit style that you have. Okay? I wanted to get that out to you right away. Make sure you understand that. But let's go to your products. By the way, while I'm doing this, I'm going to make sure you understand this. Ingreso, Cybernetico. You have the specialist and manager level of the product. So when I talk about the autoresponder, I'm only going to be able to connect it to what you have. Okay? So you are here at manager level. You can have up to 8,000 subscribers. And I'm going to charge you with this. There are zero reasons why you can't have 8,000 subscribers in your inbox at the end of the year, at the end of your 12 months. It doesn't take long if you build it. If you have an autoresponder outside of here, how many of you have an autoresponder on the outside of your system? You have another autoresponder somewhere else and you got subscribers in there. I want to show you how to get them into our autoresponder if you're going to switch so you can grow your list and deal with them from one place. For now, today, it's going to be about, you have 25 smart products, right? And you have 8,000 subscribers, which you get to have on your list because you're at the manager level, okay? So let's take a look here. I'm going to go out to your system. Now, the first thing with any product is going to be this. You must first, make sure you can see me good. You must first set up your profile. If your profile is set up, you never change it or you'll mess things up, but you must make sure it's complete so the system can identify you. If in fact it's connected to your products and people pay you, you need to make sure you're using information that's going to work. If you've gone through the New User Success Program, you already know this. You do not use an email address that you're not going to ever look at. What a waste of time. That's a good way to think the system's broken because it's emailing you and you have no idea. Some of you have gone through a suspended account because you don't get the warnings that you want to renew soon because you put in email addresses that you don't use. With our company, I ask you to use one that you're going to look at. Don't waste your time with anything else. Then you want to put your address in. You didn't do this yet, but I'm going to tell you to do this when you have time. I won't do this. Okay? You put your country and you put your time zone and all that stuff. If you don't, when you schedule your email messages to go out, I might as well go ahead and stop sharing for a second so we can all be on the same page. All right? I'm going to stop sharing with you for a second. If you don't tell the system about you, it's going to miscommunicate on your behalf. That means you never set up your profile, so you're telling it to send it, scheduling a message to go out at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to use a default time with maybe Malaysia or Bangalore or somewhere like that, or India. Because you never selected where you actually live. So put in your information. We're not going to mail you anything. Nobody's going to spam you. Treat your business with the respect that you insist upon it working and making money for you. Okay? So I hope that part makes sense, guys. How many of you so far, you're listening to this, but you recognize, oh God, I didn't do that yet. I didn't go inside my autoresponder and actually set that up. If you did, let me know if, let me see if, whoa. Okay, so if you could, guys, I've already emailed out yesterday's recording, but for now, do me a favor. Type in the number 2 if this is helpful for you because you didn't set yours up yet. Right? You want to be able to, you didn't know that because if you do send out a message, it needs to know who you are and where you're sending it from. Yours is done. Good. Good. Okay, good. Let's keep going. So that's the first thing. So I'm going to ask you, Jason, when you get a time, do that ASAP so this stuff works for you. Let's get back out there and make this thing dance for us, okay? All right. Going back out. Now, once that's set up, we're going to go to the autoresponder and we're going to go to your dashboard. Now, I've set up the autoresponder, right? If I set up my profile, I'm not going to get the payment options and none of that stuff because that's for the funnel system. I can edit the images and so forth for my pages and fool around with that with the product integration if I have physical products, all that stuff. And I can set up my other autoresponders. Some of you have an autoresponder outside of our system and you won't use ours, right? You can go to YouTube and see how to set theirs up. But if you have it, you'll get the integrations from right here, okay? That way, when our system asks you what autoresponder you're using, you can choose one of ours or one of another one that you have somewhere else. So let's go to the dashboard. I'm on the dashboard, and it shows you can have your limit for subscribers is 8,000. The good news is you will never find that anywhere else on the internet where you can get it at that 8,000 at that price, right? For the $100 that you paid one time. So now you need to create a campaign. You don't have any yet, and I know that because when I get to the dashboard, I noticed you're not set up yet. You don't have any forms yet, so let's create one. Now, I'm going to create a campaign by clicking here or clicking here. It doesn't matter which one I use, they mean the same thing. If I had some here, I could use the drop down and look at them and work with them, but I don't. Some of you could just click the tutorial, and this, Alan, I know you've tried this. You didn't know, you asked about the ability to spread your window open. On mine, because I'm using a computer, it opens full screen. If in fact you want to be able to look at it outside in YouTube, you can click on share, and I think it'll take you to that, okay? Or watch later. It'll take you to, you can watch it from your own YouTube. For now, I'm going to click it. Now, when you create your campaign, what is a campaign, Dwayne? A campaign is, how am I going to use this specific responder? Let's say this one is for my prospects who are going to look at my business. Right? This one's not for my family reunion. It's not for people that I want to come over from my AWeber. This is specifically for people that I tell about my company. I'll set that up here. So let's call this the Prospect Autoresponder Series. Right? What's it about? New team members joining me at Ingreso. Now, if it bores you, trust me, this is the foundation of what it takes to make good business. You got to have the foundational stuff taken care of. So this is how you do it. You just roll up your sleeves, turn off the television and the radio, and you do it. What is the email address that I'm going to use? I'm going to have to, oh geez, I need to look at 2 screens at once. So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and tell me that in the chat. Give me your email address that you're going to use. Make sure it's one that you look at, please. This is one, whenever you send an autoresponder message to someone, Jason, they're going to be asking, they might reply, and it's going to be horrible for you if you can't read it, okay? Okay, let me see. Thank you. ABB Team Build. Okay. That sounds like another company. All right, so now watch. Oh, that's not the name. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Sender name is going to be Jason Bradwell, right? The email message sender is going to be ABB Team Build. Okay? Now, the next one. Where do we go from here? Glad you asked, baby. All right? So now, next section is going to be really important. I'm going to move this out of my way because it's blocking what I'm doing here. Okay, good. So, now, you got options. Okay? When someone opts into your web page because they joined it, you can have a welcome message right there. Thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. Thank you for subscribing and learning more about my business. You can create a page of your own, right? If you want that. Just like you did, Tommy or Alan. If you have an idea of what you want that page to say, right? Until we get our page builder working for you, until we update it, you can go use our system for that, and they'll make that page if you don't want to use the one we have. We have a generic confirmation page. You confirm your subscription, right? Now, that's the first one. Everything you do, you can use a page. If it's an external page that you have, maybe you built one somewhere else, you can paste it here and our system will use it. If you have a custom one that you have that you're making, you put that URL right there. But most time, I don't even do that. I just use this one. I used to have a video there that welcomes people, thanking them for subscribing, and I remind them to check their inbox, make sure that I'm not spam. I do all that in a video. Sometimes I just make a video and make it go to that to thank them for their subscription. Now, you also have an unsubscribe page that comes up. If someone says, you know what, I don't want to hear from Jason anymore. He's starting to get on my nerves. Now, you can have a page that tells them, thank you for your subscription. You're now unsubscribed. If at any date in the future you'd love to resubscribe again, certainly you would be welcome, right? In the meantime, I'd like to have a special offer, a gift for you for being a subscriber while you were here. That will make them think twice about coming back. You can create your own page or use an external one that exists somewhere else, or you can use the one we have by default. Okay? So far, so good? Okay, you guys following? If you have any questions, I can see my chat right there. Let me know if you have any questions. So now let's get to it. There are things inside of an email series that's called a merge code. The merge code will replace the code with their name. That's why you don't want to be foolish. A lot of people just want to collect an email address, and they don't know why most of their messages don't get inboxed. There's nothing personal in it. You're just sending a message to everybody. It's the same thing. But if you get a message, it's good if it uses their name. So for me, I can go over here and find out what merge code I want. Do I want to put their email message in, their IP address, or their name? I don't want their IP address or email. I want their name. And here's the code for first name. Okay? So now, it's already set. I ask you, if you want your message to inbox, do not put a spammy message for their subscription message. It could be simple, like, thank you for subscribing. To confirm, right? Follow the link in your inbox. It's already going to have this confirmation URL there for them to click it. That way they can be enabled in your box. So I've got myself a campaign created. Now, Jason, where do you live, buddy? What time zone are you in? I'm going to do this since you've already changed yours. See if you can follow me quickly Oh, you're in the UK. Okay, that answers a lot. Okay, that doesn't tell me what time zone. What's the name of your time zone? Do they have their own for the UK? Excuse me, guys, for not being literate. I don't know what that would be. GMT, thank you. GMT Europe, London. That's the one. Now, Jason, who's this coming from? Right. And then your email address, I've got that already, hot dog. Now I'm going to create the campaign. Now, let me go back to this campaign, and I'm going to edit it, okay? I'm going to edit the campaign because I saw something. This email address that you have here, it should be your personal email. All it does is it gives you a notification every time someone subscribes. This is a really good one. I can see every week thousands of people who subscribe. And I like to know that. In case there's ever any questions or anything, someone contacts me, I can do a quick filter. So what email address would you like that to be? This has got to be like a jasonb@gmail type thing. That's what I recommend. I don't think you should mix it up in the from address. This is different. How do you want to be notified? Tell us that. Otherwise, I'll put the other one in there. I just don't recommend it. I think it's up to you. If you want that there, I'm going to put it back. If you didn't respond, no response yet. Oh, there it goes. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, I'm going to save the campaign. Wow. Okay, now I'm done. I caught the Prospectors Autoresponder series. Double opt-in is enabled. I have no subscribers yet. Ta-da! Watch this. I'm inactive too. So let's go ahead and activate. If I click this button, I activate the account, which is really good, right? Now, I got the Autoresponder series campaign ready, but I don't have an Autoresponder series. So let me teach you guys something that I do. And I think this is really going to hit home, I hope. You know, a lot of marketers talk about funnels and autoresponders, and it's very confusing. I mean, it's very confusing. A lot of times you don't even know what they mean or what they want. So now, having a campaign set up is one thing, but actually typing out messages is another, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to set up a series and then show you guys how to set it up. And here's what I did. Right now, everyone that creates a free account is on a list that I just created recently, and I wrote it up. I'm going to show it to you first before I create one for Jason. Okay? Let me just find it here. I don't want you looking at my Google Docs. I got way too many series here and things, and I don't want to confuse you. Okay, series. Almost ready, Freddy. Okay, here we go. Wow, Dwayne, you really got way too many things here, boy. Let me just go ahead and type it in because I can't find it. So, series. I'll type in the word series, see if it pops up. Email series being updated. Yes, let's try this one. Okay, this may be it if it is or not. This is what people get. Let's just go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you again. So, bear with me, folks, if you will. Google Chrome. And it's here. So now, what you're looking at right here, I use Google Docs to write messages out. I don't use the system. How many of you notice when you use systems online, sometimes they time you out for your protection to keep people from being in too long? I write them here. So when someone joins you in Ingreso Cybernetico, they get messages from me for the roughly about 15 days. But I break it up into once every couple of days. So the first thing they get is an email message, and then I give them a YouTube video where they can go and look at. Then I tell them in this series, I keep trying to get them, once they create a free account with us, they can go back in, but I keep driving it home in messages. I show them how I use funnels to create, like, in about 5 days, $300,000, $375,000, right? I go over that. And I show them neat things that can be done with funnels and how we sell them, right? Then when they click the link, it's going to try and drive them out to go see. And they get to go see how money's made. Every couple of days they get a new one. And when they click this, it logs them in to their back office, where they get more of that free training. So every couple of days, so this one's message number 3, right? And then they get another training, right? I'm really big on making things real for people. In this one, they're just told to log in and check it out. I have a message series. Now, you don't understand the value of this, but let me tell you something. Right now, some of you have gotten messages from Macy's, and you didn't know it was an autoresponder series. Some have gotten it from Best Buy, Amazon. You don't know this, but most of us who are business related, we write our messages a year or so in advance. They're just going out all the time. This is how you grow a list. So I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to show you now is the most important part about having an autoresponder. It drives me nuts hearing people talk about autoresponders, and they really just think that they're a quick page and someone doing something. There's a science here that will make money for you. Because I've created this series, while you are sleeping, your members, your subscribers are getting messages from me telling them to get back and sign up. And we don't just tell them that. When we tell them that, we actually are telling them to get in and get started at the highest level they can afford. So I constantly tell them to click here and access the free training. When they log in, that's what happens. It goes on and on and on. So with these 7 messages, broken up in about 15 days, first one they get immediately. Second one they get like 2 days later. Next one they get like on the day 5 or 6. And they get messages. And we talk to them about internet marketing, what's possible from home. Do you understand? Let's talk together here before I write this series up. Do you understand the value in that? And you can talk to me. It's okay. You can use the typing or something. I want you guys to master this process. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to do it. The money goes to those who can take massive, imperfect action. You won't be perfect. Even if your autoresponder says, hey, it's Tommy. Haven't heard from me in a couple of days. You want to make sure you're okay and don't have any questions. If you have any, you can log in. Boom. When they go to log in, if they have a free account, guess what's going to happen? They're going to have all my training there. Do you get that? The idea is for you to really get what's behind it. You don't have to be perfect, but not doing anything, it's inexcusable. Some of you have made 5 to 7 sales working really, really hard. Could you imagine if you would have an autoresponder system set up so while you're not working, it's working for you? I will give you a share code. Would you like that? And here's a downside. You're not Dwayne Golden. You're going to have to edit it to make it make sense so you don't look fraudulent. I would gladly share it with you. Will you remember that though? Where it says, see how our CEO Dwayne Golden did this or something. Don't do a fraudulent thing because we don't want our company to be associated with it. You can certainly have that same one, right? I can even import the same share code, but here's the downside. If you use the same email message that I gave you, they're going to get it twice. Every new person in the company gets this series. So you don't have a reason to repeat it. They're going to get mine anyway. Now we're talking about growing your subscriber list. So they think of your name and they feel like they already know you because you've been communicating with them. Okay. So yeah, but I'm going to help you. So don't worry, Mike. I'm going to help all you guys. So, but I want feedback. Somebody talk to me. Do you get this? Is it new? Is it something that's going to be helpful? I need to know that you guys get this. Better take what you said. No, I'm going to write one now to give the concept. If you write conceptually, you're better off only having 3 words or 3 lines and being from you than taking a template. What a lot of internet marketers teach, everybody uses the same message. When you do that, the spam filters notice that they're getting the same message from different people, and what they do is they block it. It goes right in the spam, or it gets blocked altogether and never enters. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to get going. I'm glad that makes sense. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going out there right now, and we're going to dance together, folks. By the way, I'm a great dancer. If you want, you didn't ask, but I gotta tell you, okay? I'm a great dancer. So let's go ahead and dance together. I'm gonna create this Jason, and when I turn left and look like that, I'm actually setting up my my recording because I'm recording this at the same time, getting it ready for you. So now I'm gonna take an email series. What I'd love, I use Google Docs for everything. I don't use Microsoft Word. I use Google Docs. So if I ever share it with someone, they can use it. If I ever need to copy it, it's all online. I don't have to email it to anyone or do anything like that. Okay? So now watch what I try to call this, right? I'm going to call this Jason B email series, right? Not being updated. Now, ta-da. I'm not going to edit this. What I do is I create one and close the other. I don't like to do anything from scratch. I like to work smart and not hard. So now, Jason B. I'm going to close that one down, and now we're in. Now, let's come up with a title here and take a peek-see together. This said, thanks and welcome to Ingreso Cybernetico, right? You could say thank you name. When you say name, imagine Alfred reading this. It would say thank you, Alfred. If Leslie was reading it, thank you, Leslie, right? So, and here's what I want you to do. They're going to get a welcome message from Ingreso, right? So let's do this. Let me start the editing right here. And I think I'm going to start everything from scratch now that we talk about it. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to take this name, this whole part, this whole email message. I'm going to take it down to the salutation. And it's not going to be from Dwayne Golden at all either. Now, let's go back up top. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Thank you, name. So let's get to it. For subscribing and thank you for subscribing for the information you requested. Oh, to see my video, right? Thank you for subscribing to see my video. Now, I'm a weirdo. I love to use capital letters in the title. So many people will teach you differently, but for me, it's important for it to be a headliner and stand out, right? So I should have done that from the start. Just bear with me. So I'm a real person, so I've got to make sure the message is real. They don't care how grammatically correct I am. People are tired of formatted letters. Some of you, you're kind of bound up, right? You're kind of constipated with perfection. And people need real people again. If it can be perfect, make it perfect. But if it can't, don't you lose time doing it. So thank you for subscribing for my video, right? Right? Or you can reverse this, and I'm going to make it make more natural sense. Thank you for subscribing to my video, name. Trust me, if you ever seen our website or any things that I do, you realize the way I do these Zooms, I am not bound with perfection. I am not that guy, right? Freely flowing with mistakes. But people are forgiving for mistakes when they realize how genuine you are. Thank you for subscribing to my video. That's the subject title. So I'm going to do this here now. When you guys write an email message, the subject title has one purpose. Some of you go wrong because you don't know this. The subject title's purpose is to get them to open the message. Some of you make a mistake and you tell them what the message is about. When you do that, you just told them not to open it. You just told them what it's all about. So you have to make sure you understand the concept. If in fact you create a title, the subject line is to get them to open it, right? Now, the first line is to get them to read further down, right? I really do appreciate your subscription and wanted to get something to you that I believe will be helpful. Right? I said it will be helpful. So when you're doing this kind of thing, not only will it be helpful, but it's forcing them to read further down the line. That's the idea. So if you help people, if you just write a message just for the sake of it, you're going to get just for the sake of it return or outcomes. Right? So here you go. Hi, name. I thank you for subscribing, but I wanted to get something to you that might be helpful. Let me see, just say it may be helpful. So now, I got them to read a little further. I have set up for you to get some additional free videos and trainings that will equip you for the future as COVID-19 has stalled most, I don't think I spelled stalled right, has inhibited, right, most business around the globe. Jason, are you married? I'm going to pretend you are for now. You can edit this yourself. My wife and I have seen our fair share of challenges too. However, what I am sharing with you has made all the difference for us. Enjoy. Name, I'm keeping it personal. Now, what's interesting is I got to teach you guys this psychology in this, and you got to be genuine, and you literally have to keep it personal. All right, so watch this. Just for you. All right, 7-step training, free training. All right, there you go. Now, me personally, I don't know what that link is, but it's really just Ingreso Cybernetico login, right? A new person, when they go to log in, guess what they end up doing? They end up in that free training automatically. Oh my goodness, really? Yep. So instead of putting a raw link there that would scare them, I hyperlink it, right? Hyperlink. I'm a big fan of hyperlinks because it scares people away when they see a company name and they're not sure all about it yet. Now, all goody. Okay, so now watch how powerful this is. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because we just finished email message 1. And yes, I'm keeping it simple so you get the idea. I don't want to go over your heads. Watch this. Some of you are thinking, why would you put that you and your wife and all that stuff? Because number one, the subscriber is going to be male or female. I need them to feel safe and know that I'm not after them. As a man, it's really important. We have a world full of creepos. I need to give them some comfort that I'm not after anything. I'm just sharing some experiences that have benefited me. And by letting them know that my wife and I have gotten over these challenges, they will understand it is not about chasing them. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? Talk to me, folks, because I need to get to... Oh, okay, good. Married with 2 kids, right. So often it's important for me. I love to mention my kids, my dad, my children. I don't want anybody getting the wrong idea. At the same time, I want to encourage them because, see, also you're doing 2 things. You're giving that person, male or female, a little bit more comfort about you, but then you're also showing them that you actually care. You actually care about them. You get that? That's amazing. So now you've positioned it. And to top it all off, you're using the law of reciprocity. You're giving them something. You want nothing from them. So now I'm going to get out here and use his name. Somebody wrote something. So for me, if you're a woman and I've spoken to you, it is not possible that you got the wrong idea because of what I'm teaching you all. Anyone verify with that? Any of you that I may have spoken with? You get that you will not get the wrong idea when talking to me. I won't let it happen. Even if you wanted it to, it won't happen. This is why you do, if you want to do global business, you have to cross gender boundaries, cultural boundaries, color boundaries, and you have to make yourself neutral and safe. So I'm not going to talk to you about a political party. I'm not going to dump religion down your throat. I may use principles, but I'm never going to ever find a way to exclude you. You know what I call this? I'm going to type it in for you in case you don't know. All-inclusive language. You want to be good at this stuff? It's not about the autoresponder. It's about being a people person, having interpersonal skills. And that will grow your team larger than being an MLMer for 20 years. Some have asked, Wayne, how could you have started when you say you started and had grown thousands of people? It wasn't because I was experienced. It's because I genuinely care about people. It makes it easier. But I also respected process and never violated the process. So you can do this. So now, watch this. It's not even personal completely yet because my salutations were, I really show you how to take this to the next level. This is just the first email message. Jason, are you okay so far? Are you comfortable, Jason, so far with what I'm doing for you? Or do you have something you want to change? Are you good so far? Okay, good. All right, so let's get out here. Let's rock and roll. I'm going back out to Google. And then I'm going to share my computer screens for my viewers on social media. So now it says thanks again. Thanks again who? Jason B, right? PS. Manny, I like to do this. You can't do this if you don't mean it. You got to come up with your own salutation. One of my favorite salutations to subscribers is, now I do this because I actually mean it. You might not want to give someone blessings. You might not even believe in God or any of that. You got to do your own thing. I'm telling you, I include me so this thing can become real. Now, you got to get this now. The reality is that as a marketer, you got to understand that people don't make a financial decision without a form of intimacy. And there's all types of intimacy. There's fear, which is not the one you want to make. The other intimate part you can make it is where it's out of sympathy because they're worried about your business may fail. You're like, please, will you sign up with me? I need to give this a shot, right? But typically, people won't share their personal things like phone number, government ID, social security number, credit card number. They don't do that with strangers. Nobody does. But watch how this is. I have used their name 3 times. You don't know this. I'm giving you the subliminal messaging. I'm making sure that any subscriber to my subscription never feels like we're strangers. It's intentional. Please tell me you get it. Now this, if it bores you, you're going to miss where your money's made. You're going to miss it. I didn't use his whole last name. I made it Jason B so they can really be comfortable. Right? I want them to know when you deal with me, you got the real deal. Now I'm more likely to click the button because this guy keeps saying the way he actually knows me. This is kind of cool. How many of you got those email message says, hi friend, right? Your name's not even in it. And that's an attempt to be intimate, but it's not at all. How many of you have noticed that? Huh? Please talk. Please let me know. Somebody, because trainings, I need to make sure I get that you're coming along with me or I'm going to make a mistake and you will still be stuck a week from now. Okay. Intimacy. You know who I share my credit card with? My personal family or someone who's close like that. Otherwise, I don't like it. If I'm going to pull this thing out or something like it, I'm going to do so because there's an intimate relationship. Now, when I say intimate, please don't be gross or get the wrong idea. I just mean we've broken through the barriers where you're not a stranger and I'm not a stranger. I don't know. There's probably only one of you here, if any of you, that I've laid eyes on, ever, personally. So, and yet, if we've spoken, men or ladies, you feel that, hey, you know what? You gotta know each other, right? Speak. One of you, anybody that I've spoken to via Telegram, Facebook, or something, and you get the feeling like, wait, this is like an old friend. I don't think of what color he is. I don't think of any of these things because he made it intimate. I don't think of those things. How many of you have been there with me? Talk. Or no one's going to get the concept and we're going to be stuck out in the woods.
Yes, I have. I feel that way.
To explain it.
Yeah, me too, Dwayne. You're just amazing to speak to.
Yeah, me too.
And it's not because I'm a good guy, but do you see in the way I wrote the email message why it works?
Yeah.
So if you have 100 people in 30 days visit your webpage, to most marketers, they're just visiting a webpage. Now, you got 100 people who over the next 15 days are going to be getting your message. Now, here's the most powerful part of this I want you to experience. 2, if you have an offering, a call to action to a population of people who are specifically subscribing to you, not generic. It's not where you buy a list and send an email message. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that have subscribed to you. The worst thing you can expect is a 3 to 5% response rate. That's why some of you are getting people to sign up. You didn't even know that I was talking to them on your behalf. Could you imagine how much better it gets if you're talking to them as well? And they know the name Tommy or Michael. They know Christina. They never met you, but somehow it seems like, you know what? This person generally is interested in me. what you guys don't know, I do a lot of studying. I like to know things like this. The average human being loves to hear their name mentioned and hardly ever has it done outside of their home. The thing we as human beings like to see is our name. Doesn't have to be in lights. It could be on the website. So when you guys congratulate your new members, you're doing something inside. I recommend that you minimize all the other text and maximize the name. It goes further. That's why we use leaderboards, because we know how important it is in breaking down that barrier of strangers between each other. So now, yes, you get 100% commission as a bonus. But to top it all off, you now can get the tool so that if you have over 1,000 people subscribing to you throughout the year, 3 to 5% of those responding favorably, even if it's just a $25 level, is going to pay you 6 ways from Sunday. That's how I built my system, my teams, my companies over the years. I never ever wanted, you can't do business with a stranger. You certainly can't do it long term. Right? So let me continue. Jason, I hope you're happy, bro. And you get to edit this because, like I said, I'm going to put it in there and I'm going to let you edit it once I'm done. Okay? So watch what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to input that message. While I'm doing that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, because that's why we're here. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm trying to make sure you really get this. Now, if you could see my screen while you're thinking, I want you to follow what I'm doing. I can edit the campaign. I don't want to do that. It's already set. I don't want to deactivate it. I don't want to create an opt-in form. I don't want to create I want to create a message. Now, you're going to create a tracking message. This is what I call an autoresponder series. So watch this. The reason I put it on Google is to make sure my spelling and stuff is good, right? Because it would tell me if it wasn't. I'm going to copy this. Oh my gosh, my stupid mouse is kicking my rear end. Okay, there we go. Copy. Now I'm going to paste it here. No, I'm going to paste it here. All right, so now in the subject title, guys, I told you what the subject is for. Somebody tell me, what in the world is the purpose of this whole subject line? Anybody know? I love it when you give me answers back. Somebody tell me.
To get the attention of the person that's receiving the email.
Absolutely close, but not it. It's to get them to open it. You don't care about their attention. You need them to respond to the call to action. When someone receives an inbox, I don't know about you, but I've got thousands of email messages that I don't never open. So the idea is never write an email message where you're just basically telling them, hey, I got so-and-so, I just did it yesterday. Don't do that. If you're thanking them for subscribing, right? Thank you for subscribing to the video. That was the only safe case to do this. So now, if you see my screen, the email message is written and ready to go. Okay? Okay. So now, Jason, do you want to change your salutation? I don't want to turn you into a guy that gives blessings away. Is there something you'd like for me to put there before I finish? Or is that, you good with that? Okay, he's writing something. Let's see what he wrote. No, it looks good. Okay, good. You guys are the bomb. So now, there's automatically an unsubscribe that's going to be there. Pay close attention here. It's going to ask me, when do I want them to get this message? Do I want them to get the same day that they opt into my page? Or do I want to choose another day? Do I want them to get it 10 days later? Right? 19 days later? Do I want them to get it 30 days later? Right? When do I want them to get it? Well, this thank you for subscribing, I want it to be 0. That means they're going to get it the same day. Now, do I want to track the links that they put in there? You see that link? The link we put in there, it says just for you step-by-step trading, right? I'm going to click yes. Now I'm going to create the first message. Now, when I create the first message, let's just say I'm going to have 7 of them. This is the first one, interval 0. The next one's going to say 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That's how you create them. Now, Here's the real kicker. You guys are going to love this one. Alan, you probably can help with this because yours. Listen, I got to give you kudos, man. I think you're my age and you've done this. It would have been hard for me to figure that out. What you've done is you followed the steps and now you created a, let me get to the dashboard again. Let me see, campaigns. What you've done is you created your autoresponder already. So watch, let me show you guys how this is done. Let me get to the campaign. Now, when you guys go to ask us to create a page for you, you list these things. Where's it at? Come on, Dwayne. Where's it at? I'm looking for my. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Forgive me. Okay. When you guys go to have your have us have your website, when someone goes to your landing page, if you have our marketing system or you have created your own, all you do is create an opt-in form right here. Watch this. I want to create a form. I'm going to name it. Jason's new subscribers. Now I know what that is. I'm going to save. I'm going to click done. When I click done, all you do is what Alan did. He went ahead and had our team make a page for him, and he said connect this autoresponder series to that opt-in page. So when they opt in, they get one thing. Alan, do you mind if I share with your page and let people see what you've done? He may not be here. Yeah, he is here. He's saying okay, but I think he's saying okay. You can type it in. Okay, good. You couldn't be my dad. You're funny. My dad's 86, and if you could be him, you deserve every trophy I thought about giving you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and find this real quick. And Alan, I have you in Telegram maybe where I gave this to you. Oh no, I know where it's at. Why Dwayne called it? Okay. I'm going to log out. Oh, I can't do that without logging out of yours, Jason. So I won't show. Send me a link. Put your link in this window. That's how I'll do that. Okay? I can't afford to stop with Jason's right now. Go ahead and put your link in the window. Alan, while I do this, I'm going to go back out. Jason, now I'm going to go fast through this. I wanted you guys to see how to do this. Now, I'm going to write the second one, and the rest I'm going to have to do offline because we've already been an hour. And some of you guys might be getting angry, and some of you are in the UK and have to get to sleep. I would like to write all 7 of them, but if I go too fast, I will be cheating you. Oh, that's just the form. Did you import that into your system yet? Into your back office? Okay, good. All right, let me go ahead and write this up while you figure out. Okay, go import it, and then you click on the tab that says links and grab the link and put it in here. I'm going to go out and get these guys going. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the next part of this, guys. So, and I hope this is, I know, no one likes to go to school. You thought when you finish school, you would never have to go again. This isn't school. This is about making money. If you take the shortcut for making it, you're probably not going to make much, right? Email number 1 is done. Let's go number 2, Jason. Hey, you remind me of Michael Jordan. Nah, not going that route. Wow. Let's see. Wow, I can't do that. But just, how are you? You understand? Now, when I make statements like this, you may be guessing why. You know what I'd like to have? If any one of you would like to volunteer and be my feedback host, that would be great. Leave your mic open. That way I know I can get a sense of this, so it'll be easier for everybody to understand, and I'll go faster. So, do you understand? Anybody, you want to give a feedback on why I say something like, how are you holding up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Who's that? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good. So, when I say something like, how are you guys holding up, it's 2 things I know in life. Everyone's going through something. It was something like the pandemic. Everybody's affected. Even if it didn't touch anybody in my family, somebody I know and or love is affected. So when you ask how you're holding up, you're showing that you are still that genuine person. Did you notice in the first email message, I didn't do what most marketers make the mistake of doing? Join my team. Join me. Join my team. Sign up. Only $25. Did you notice the difference?
Yeah.
Because of that difference, you now have a gateway in. And now they're going to be logging in to see. Let's see where this email message goes. I'm an improv guy, so I'm doing it as I go along. How are you guys holding up? Right? I know that for many, the last few months have been a roller coaster. Are hoping to get a break soon, and although we are still at home, we are generating our vacation money using those free videos that you were given a few days ago. If you have any questions, I can't spell well, about them, don't hesitate. Jason Anyways, are you guys able to see? I don't know if it's big enough letters for you when I type. Can you read what I'm typing or no? Or do I have to read it out loud?
Yes,
Okay. My wife doesn't like it when I am just non-caring, and so I need to make sure I have followed up. Check out, when you have time, check out the impact of cryptocurrency on families now. By watching the video in step 3. Remember, there is no cost required. I have them there waiting for you. By the time we get to the last day of these messages, you guys got to understand something. The reason you make a series, you give people options. Over 15 days, they've got options. 3 options. One of them is to sign up with you. The other one is to unsubscribe. And the other one is to stay on the list longer to see what they're going to do. Right? You'll be surprised. Very rarely do people unsubscribe. If you write like this, they don't unsubscribe. You just got to spell better. Okay. So now, watch video in step 3. Oh gosh. Here. Name. I'm putting their name in the link. That'll really make it sexy. You know what I'm saying? All right. Here we go. I know I'm crazy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take the link, the login link, put it in there. Jason B. Let's go ahead and do what we do. Here we go. I want to play music right now and dance. That's how excited I get when I do this. Okay. So, oh yeah, we have 2 kids and they keep us busy. Do you have children yourself? I like to entice them to want to email me back. That's why I made you use that email address that you're going to check. Anyways, all the best to you and yours. Now, la da 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 do do da 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 do 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 do. There, much success. Hallelujah. Not getting anything there. Jason B. Jason. Okay, there we go. We got the second message written. Any questions about the second message? And I'm going to now, before we close up, I don't want to close up yet because you need to know the connection. And so, are there any questions about the second message? Someone says step 3. Good, glad you asked. Let me go ahead and show you this in a second. It's what new people experience when they join us. So I'm going to go out and make that connection. Thank you for asking it. I love questions because everyone learns from it, right? So I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to log in as a new person that just joined, okay? I want you to see what they experience. Okay? All right, I'm going to also mute you guys out because it's killing me. Okay, here we go. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Max, great question. Okay, here you go. I have about 40 free signups in my back office. Do you have any training on them to upgrade? Hey, Michael, yeah. In fact, that's a good thing you can do with my email series. For those, if they signed up before last Monday, you certainly can use it for them. If not, they're getting. If you just got them since last weekend, they're fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this now. I'm going to go out and share my screen, and we're going to actually log into a new person's back office, right? So you can experience what they experience. Okay, let's do this right now. Someone said step 3. What's that? Glad you asked, baby. Okay, Google Chrome. Then Google Chrome. So when people come in, anybody you sign up now, anybody gets a free account, they end up here. And I go over how we pay in step 3, but I think I meant step 4 in that one. So it's step 4 about Bitcoin business basics. We talk about the trend and the math for the future and what happens to people and families. And it's a step-by-step training for them. So there's no cost for this.
All right, in this specific step.
So each step is something important, right? It could be that it's internet. What about this internet stuff? How does this stuff work with pages and autoresponders and all that stuff?
All right.
I do a training. But on every step, they can literally go sign up with you and click and done. When they sign up with you, you get to get it and they stop getting the messages. Once they sign up, they're moved to a different email series. Thanks for reminding me. Oops, I may not have stopped it. Hello. Anyway, so that's what that is. So that's the first connection. The other connection I want to share with you, because you deserve it, is, Alan, were you able to get that page yet, sir? If you weren't, I'll get it for you. Alan Jones, really great videos. Awesome, Michael. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to finish your email series for you, Jason, but I want to make sure you guys understand. I want to show you the pages that you'll use when people opt in the autoresponder. How many of you guys have our marketing system? Okay, if you have our marketing system, you get to use these cool pages. I'm going to show you Alan's, who said me, okay? Let me get out there and get it real quick, and then we're going to dance. And then I'll let you go.
What's your name, my username?
I know your username, sir.
Sandowner.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Everybody that's anyone knows the Sandowner. Sandowner, right?
And it's opt-in 14, my page. The Bitcoin one.
Oh, I know which one it is. Sandowner. Mr. Alan Jones.
That's me.
Boy, you are not lazy, let me tell you. You've done what many have not even tried. You set up autoresponder, you set up your page, you have gone to work. My goodness. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this. Let me see here. I'm going to your resources. Everyone, so let me share it with you so they can all be with me. Ta-da! And now, Alan, chat. I'm going to grab that code that you gave me a few minutes ago, and I'm going to copy that. There you go. So now, where it says import funnel, when you put in for us to make a funnel for you, we post it in, and then it ends up here. Oh, it's already done. You don't have to, dude. It's already done. This is your page. Well, if I click this page, it's going to open up for me. When it does, he's taken a marketing system page and connected his credentials. Now watch this, guys. Do you have an autoresponder system set up for this?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. If you did...
It's not quite ready. I'm in the middle of doing them.
Okay. When you're done, and this is Jason, this is what you can imagine. Right? dgolden464@yahoo. If I put that in there, and I put my number, 561. If I put my number and my country. Now, right now, without the autoresponder, you guys still have a system that you can use. Now watch what happens. I just set myself up to get his autoresponder series, right? So I've opted into his page, not the company's. I've opted into his page. Now, I get to watch that video right now that tells me about the company.
In a time when there is so much uncertainty in the world,
And then
where things
when
are
I'm done, I could read further down and learn about the products, the compensation levels, and I can see the comp plan. Or I could just get started. When I click in this one, this is when I sign up with Alan Jones, and the company's going to send me autoresponder messages. We are going to find a way to ensure that you can get subscribers. But it starts here. Some of you guys not only didn't get the auto marketing system, you didn't set up an autoresponder, and I'm trying to help you to know there's no shortcutting making great money. You want to make good money, which you've always made, you don't have to join us to do that. You can continue to do what you used to do. But if you want to make great money, you have to empower yourself and learn what you didn't know. Alan, who said he's old enough to be my dad, has done it. What does that tell you? But let's look. Over here in this marketing system, he's chosen one of 28 pages to connect. Right? I think he chose this one, and he connected it. He's got others. There's 28 of these things. Oh my goodness. We work hard to give you as many ways as possible to create a fortune. My question for you, when are you going to receive it? Someone's got messages. Do you pay bonuses on monthly subscription? I don't understand that question. What's that?
I thought they were having a laugh.
You know what? We pay 100% out to our members, but if someone's buying the marketing system, you also get paid on that. You earn some commissions on that, 50% of commissions on that. Everything else is 100% with our company. But we don't pay on the monthly. No. How do you think this stuff runs? It's a great question, Sir Enoch. But the monthly is how we're able to sustain all the technology, which costs a fortune over the years, and then it costs a fortune just to sustain. That's programming team, tech centers, blockchain centers. We have it all. So no, the $20 is ours, the 100% is yours, and you got it. But it's a great question. So now, somebody give me an aha moment about this was helpful. It wasn't great. Glad I got it. I can't wait for the next product training. Right? Because by the way, I'm going to put this into the new user success program, as I will all these product trainings are going to go in there. I created my own. You're welcome. I created my own capture page and funnel system. I need help setting it all up. Great. I'm going to help you now. If you did that, you say, you know what, Dwayne? I got my own, dude. I don't need your stuff. Fine. We got you. I got you covered. Here's how that works. Ready? You go to the resource section, Michael, and you're going to go to page form. If it's a page that you've created and you want it set up, follow the steps and submit it. What is your username? What's your first and last name? What's your phone number if we have to clarify anything? What type of page is it? A landing page, a thank you page, other like an opt-in page? Tell us all that, submit it like Alan did, and the next day your page may be ready. 1 to 3 days is what we tell you, but as we get busier, it could take as many as 3, but typically 1. So How many of you, that as well is worth the coming to the training, right? I want to get you guys used to putting your money where your mouth is and showing up for trainings, because your money's going to come from your development, not from trying to recruit people to something you don't even know what you have. I paid lots of money over the years and learned more in 1 week with you. God bless you, brother. Sheesh, I'm learning from you too. Dang. All right, good deal. So this is today. We're done. Tomorrow, get ready for part 3. And Jason, don't you sweat a thing, my brother. When you wake up tomorrow, your email series will already be in there and ready to rock and roll. Go get your page set up, get your marketing system so you can start recruiting people and have this thing talking for you. Make sense? Okay, wow, thank you. Okay, good deal. All right, you guys are the best. We talk later. There's more tomorrow with part 3 of our product training. I think tomorrow we are talking about funnels or something. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I will let you know. I'll send an email message out. Are there any questions before I go? I know we've got people here from the UK and other things, and I don't want to treat anyone. We may have a couple from even India. Anyone? Everyone's okay? 3 o'clock each day. You're welcome, Don. God bless you guys. All right, if there's no questions or comments, we'll see you later. Take care.